Dear students, welcome to our online class arranged by our school authority with the cooperation of Kakdwip.com. In our previous class, we had an introduction of the syllabus, distribution of marks, and we read the first part of the poem on killing a tree. Today, we will read the second part of this poem. Now, I request you to take up your textbook. The second part of the poem begins at the line no, single word line no. Now let us read the text. No. The root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. Note the line no, very short line, a single word line. But this single line word is very significant and meaningful. The word reflects the cutter's anger and dissatisfaction caused by the failure of his previous attempts to kill the tree. And at the same time, it reflects his determination to take up more effective methods to do the job, to completely destroy the tree. No, the root is to be pulled out. The root is, in our previous section, we found that the tree has been cut down from near the ground, but the root of the tree is still remaining. It is still alive. So the cutter wants to be sure that the last trace of life of the tree is destroyed. No, the root is to be pulled out to complete the job. Only the cutting down of the tree from near the ground is not sufficient. The root must be pulled out. The tree must be uprooted. The root is to be pulled out. Pulled out means uprooting. Out of the anchoring earth. Anchoring means the supporting or holding. We see that a tree is supported or held strongly in the earth. So the earth has been described as anchoring earth. The root of the tree is to be pulled out of its earth that supports it. It is to be roped, and the next portion, the next lines describe how to pull out the tree. Here is a description of pulling out the tree. It is to be roped. Rope, the word rope may be used as both a verb form and a noun form. A rope means a cord, but here the word has been used as a verb form. It is to be roped. When the word rope is used as a verb, it means to put a rope on something. Then a rope is to be pulled on the tree, tied, and the tree will be fastened with the rope and pulled out. এবং এটাকে কি করতে হবে? টান মারতে হবে. It is to be pulled out. It is to be drawn strongly, forcefully. Snapped out. due to the pulling, the tree and the root may entirely come out from its earth, or it may snap or break, and a certain portion of the root may remain inside the earth. So when the cutter pulls out the root with the help of the rope, it may completely come out of the earth, or it may the root may snap out or pull out entirely. The root is to be either snapped out or completely pulled out. Out from the earth cave, the root is to be pulled out of the earth cave. Earth cave means the hollow space caused by the uprooting of the tree. We see when a tree is uprooted, when a tree is pulled out, after the pulling out, there can be seen a deep and large hollow. It is called the earth cave. And the strength of the tree exposed. When the pulling out is complete, the strength of the tree is exposed. What is the strength of the tree? The strength of the tree refers to the root, because all the life force, all the strength of a tree depends on the existence of its root. And the strength of the tree is exposed. After pulling out, the root of the tree is exposed, is uncovered, open. Previously, the root was inside the earth, and after pulling out, the root is opened. The source. The root has also been described as the source of the tree. Why? The root is the main supplier of nutrients for the tree. The root collects water and other nutrients from the earth and supplies to the other portions of the tree. So, the root has been described as the source. White and wet. The root is white and wet. Wet means moist or watery. We know the root remains inside the earth. It does not get sunlight, so it is white and wet. The water of the earth makes the root watery or moist, wet. The most sensitive, the root has been described as the most sensitive part of the tree also. Sensitive means something then that can be heard easily, or that can understand, realize something. The root is the most sensitive part of the tree. If you cut a branch, tear a leaf of the tree will not die. It will survive. But if you cut off the root, it is very hard for the tree to live. So the root has been described as the most sensitive part of the tree. The most sensitive, hidden for years inside the earth. Hidden means unexposed. The root remains inside the earth. Generally, it cannot be seen, so it is unexposed inside the earth. For years, inside the earth, for years, a tree gradually grows up for many years. So, the most sensitive part of the tree, that is the root, remains inside the earth for many years. Here the task of pulling out of the tree is complete. But the cutter is not sure whether the tree will completely die, completely be destroyed. He wants to be sure further. Some other steps also taken by him. The finishing portion, the finishing task, he takes up some more other finishing tasks like scorching, choking, browning, hardening, etc. Now let us read the lines. Then the matter of scorching and choking. Scorching means almost burning. Uprooting of the tree is not sufficient. The life force of the tree may remain in the uprooted portion of the tree, the pulled out roots. So the pulled out roots must not be left on the ground. It may go into the earth again and survive again. So the root must be dried up. Then the matter of scorching and choking. Scorching means giving something heat or almost burning something, and choking, stopping breath. You know, the tree does its respiratory works or breathing with the help of air. But when the root is kept in the air, it will be suffocated. It will stop its breathing. To ensure the complete destruction of the root, it must be scorched and choked in sun and air. Sun is essential for the living of the tree, but when the root is exposed in the sun, it will die, because the root is to be kept inside the earth, not in the sun. Scorching and choking are not also sufficient. Other steps to be taken up. Downing, to give the down color. When the root is dried up, it gets the brown color. Hardening, to make hard. When the root is dried, it gets the brown color and it becomes hard. Twisting, bent, to give a certain shape. Withering, drying up. So there are some gradual steps to completely destroy the life force from the root. downing, hardening, twisting, and pilloring. And then it is done. After this succession of steps, at last the tree is killed. Not the last line. And then it is done. The line expresses a feeling of satisfaction. At the same time, the poet makes an iron. This line expresses a sense of irony also. What is the irony? The cutter feels satisfied by killing his greatest friend as the worst enemy. So here is a contrast, and opposite reality. The cutter takes his greatest friend for his worst enemy and kills him. Now, let us do some questions and have some meaning of the important words. Now, I am writing the meanings of some important words. Now look at the board. I have written the important words and their meanings. And I hope that you have been able to guess the meaning of the portion read today. Now we should discuss some questions from the text. Now look at the board. First MCQ the questions. Number 1. The route is to be, there are 4 options. A. The root is to be pushed into the earth, pulled out, cut off, watered. Then you see that the right answer will be pulled out. Option B. Number 2. The most sensitive part of the tree is its twigs, bark, branch, root. The correct answer, root. Option D. Number 3. The earth cave refers to a well, a hole where the tree was planted, the hole created due to the uprooting of the tree, a cave. Here the correct answer, option C. The hole spelling, the hole created due to the uprooting of the tree or cave. The earth cave means the hole or the hollow space which is created after the uprooting of the tree. C will be the answer. So here are some specimen MCQ type questions. Next, number 2, very short answer type questions, which will be answered in a complete sentence each. Number 1, what is the source of the tree? We have already read the root is the source of the tree. So the answer is the root. The root is the source of the tree. Number 2. Which part of the tree is white and wet? You know, the root. The root is white and wet. Number 3. How long were the roots hidden inside the earth? How long? For many years. The roots were hidden inside the earth for many years. The roots were hidden inside the earth for many years. Okay. Next, number 3, descriptive or long questions. I have given a specimen question, putting a line, the last line, and then it is done. The question is divided into 2 parts. First part, what is referred to as it? This part bears only 1 mark, objective type question. What is referred to as it? And the second part, how is it done? You may have some questions like this. The descriptive or long questions, or descriptive or long question may have different parts, may have several parts. Here is an example. This question has 2 parts. The first part, what is referred to as it, and the next part, how is it done? Okay. We'll do the long questions in a separate class. Today I am going to the grammatical task. In our previous class, we could not do any grammatical task. So today I am doing these grammatical questions. I have written some grammatical problems on the board. Now let us solve this. Number 1. It takes much time to kill a tree. Turn into a negative sentence. I'm writing the answer, then I shall explain how I have done it. Correct answer. It does not take a short time to kill a tree. In transformation, one thing is to be kept in mind. When you transform a sentence, the meaning will remain intact. You cannot change the meaning. Both of these 2 sentences express the same meaning. It takes much time. I have converted this portion. It does not take a short time. When negative and affirmative, when we are to interchange a sentence between affirmative and negative sentence, usually we should change at 2 places. Note here, it takes. this portion has been changed. It does not take much time. Another portion, much time, has been changed. Just opposite, a short time. When you change one word or phrase into its opposite one, you must change some other portion, some other word or phrase into its opposite one. Okay? Now, this question has some alternative answers. You may write a short time or little time, etc. Now come to number 2. It has grown slowly. Write using the adjective form of slowly. First of all, you have to find out the adjective form. Adjective form of slowly is slow. So we can write it. It has grown in a slow manner. Okay. Number 3, the bleeding bark will heal. Turn into a complex sentence. It is a simple sentence, and you have to make a subordinate clause. Here we find that there is an adjective, participle adjective, bleeding, and with this participle adjective we can make an adjective clause. The bleeding bark can be changed into the bark which is bleeding. Will heal. The adjective has been transformed into an adjective clause. So it has been changed into a complex sentence. Number 4, the root is to be pulled out. Change the voice. This sentence is already in passive voice because auxiliary is and the verb form is a be verb. There is the be verb and the verb form is in the past participle form. So I am writing the answer. 1 is to pull out the root. Number 5, it has grown slowly, consuming the earth. Split into 2 simple sentences. Split means break up. We have to write 2 sentences from this root sentence. There are 2 main parts. It has grown slowly, and another part, consuming the earth. It is a participle. We can make a new sentence with the participle part. It means the tree. Then we can use the word eat. It consumes the earth. It has consumed it has grown slowly. I have written the last part at the first place, because we have, after the splitting, we have to maintain the sequence, time sequence. The tree first consumes and then it grows up. So this part of consuming has been written first. Number 6, but this alone won't do it. Turn into an affirmative sentence. You see, it is a negative sentence because there is a word won't. We have to change it to affirmative. But this alone won't do, will be unable to do it. Okay? The meaning is the same. Now, in our next class, we shall do some long questions or descriptive questions. And there are many other questions, MCQ questions and VSA type questions. Today our time is a bit short, so we cannot go further. I should stop here today. And one request to you, if you have any question, you can put the question in the comment box and we shall try to answer.